critical thinking, becoming skeptical, smarter, and deeper in your thought patterns. Written by Philip Rivaldi, Hector Jansen, Gary Dancock, Marco Jameson, and Cruz Matthews. Narrated by Doug Greene, Sarah Margrave, Rory Young, J.A. Lydock, and Sarah Owens.
Philosophy. Eastern versus Western Philosophy Explained. Written by Philip Rivaldi. Narrated by Doug Greene. Chapter 1. Pythagoras. Pythagoras, circa 571 to circa 497 BCE, was a Greek theorist whose theories highlighted the immortality and transmigration of the soul, reincarnation, virtuous, humane conduct toward all living things, and the principle of number as truth, in that mathematics not only cleared the mind, but permitted an unbiased comprehension of reality. He is best known in the modern for the Pythagorean theorem, a mathematical formula which states that the square of the hypotenuse of a best triangle amounts to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. This formula has been applied to measuring distance and space as, for instance, in planning and executing the building of a structure. While credited to Pythagoras by ancient authors, modern-day academics point out evidence from Babylonian texts written a bit of time before Pythagoras, which go over the same formula or, at least, one extremely similar. Practically nothing is known of Pythagoras' life, although later writers, such as Diogenes Laertius, 3rd century CE, tried to create biographies based upon stories and fragments from earlier works. Laertius's bio of Pythagoras is the most complete, but, unfortunately, the author never ever points out the sources he drew from, and so it is impossible to substantiate a lot of his claims. Pythagoras' influence on later philosophers and the development of Greek philosophy usually was enormous. Plato, lived circa 428 to 348 BCE, references Pythagoras in certain of his works, and Pythagorean thought, as comprehended and communicated by other age-old writers, is the underlying form of Plato's philosophy. Plato's famous student Aristotle, lived 384 to 322 BCE, also incorporated Pythagorean theories into his own thoughts, and Aristotle's works would affect philosophers, poets, and theologians, among many others, from his time through the Middle Ages, circa 476.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?